Hey guys, how's it going? The light. Love ya, hope you're doing well. Caleb here, and I thought I'd make a little video about my experience with the Mormons. I guess I'll start out saying that I'm not Mormon, but I always let the girls know that I talk to that I'm not Mormon. Um, and I like I said, I don't know all the rules and things, but as I've heard, apparently they are allowed to marry um, Christians. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, um, I wasn't planning on using this app, but my Mormon friend kept telling me to use it. So I'm like, okay, I'll use it. And it's actually a really well done app. It's very well made and um, yeah, that was, I guess, the first surprise. Not that I was expecting it to be bad, but I don't know, just good job whoever does the programming on it. Okay, anyway, biggest surprise was that they're mostly normal people. And the reason I say that is because for anyone who's not Mormon or who doesn't live in like Utah, the only encounters may be just seeing people walk around with like, and it says like elder thing on it and just in the formal clothes and that's it. Um, and there's like no Mormons where I live, Wisconsin. Um, no, there's some, but I don't know where they are. I never see them. They've never come to my house, as far as I know. Um, so I mean, my Mormon interaction is hugely limited to what I've, just seen out and about occasionally, in actually other parts of the world more often than here, bizarrely. And then just stuff in like media. So mostly like South Park, and they're not super flattering because they make them kind of look nuts. But they're not. I don't think they're mean to the Mormons. But anyway, they actually do make them seem very nice, and in my opinion, I think everyone I've dealt with has been very nice. So it seems to make sense. So anyway, let's talk about these like women and dating and stuff. So, uh, it surprises me how many aren't that into it. I think a lot are born into it, and a lot of times Mormons have big families, so I guess it doesn't really have anything to do with it. But yeah, they're born. I've met a couple. A couple that have uh, become Mormon at a certain point in their life, like not just born into the family, but seems to be not a lot in my experience. And yeah, like I said, you can tell some of them seem to be pretty into it, and especially like the ones more likely if they've gone on a mission. But that's the other thing too, is I didn't know that you could just pick to not go on the mission. Like if you're a Mormon, you could just be like, "Nah, I'm not feeling it," or "I just don't want to," or whatever. And I guess they're fine with that. And maybe they get people be like, "Hey, you should do it" or something. But it seems quite optional from what I could tell. And yeah, I mean, from then on, I guess it's not like maybe not super, maybe a little anticlimactic, but they seem pretty normal people. Nothing crazy with dating. Nothing super out there. I guess yeah, like I said, the biggest surprise was that they're just less pious than I expected. Like a lot of the women that have talked to me said that I seem to be more Mormon than the guys that they meet on there that actually are Mormon. Oh, and just to add this in there, I looked in the rules and they said anybody can use mutual. Anybody, it's okay. If it's made, by Mormons and for Mormons, but anybody can use it. So I'm not breaking a rule there either. But yeah, I mean, the girls I've talked to, they seem very interested, and a lot of them wanted to meet up, and some got into it very quickly that they wanted to have family and things, and I'm not ready to have children, so I let them know that and didn't go forward. But yeah, I mean, I tell them my beliefs and things and what I hold to, and I don't know, I've heard a lot of girls say that a lot of guys are like kind of weird on there, and I guess it's on par for the internet, but I'm a little surprised that even Mormon guys would be, I don't know, creepy or bizarre or whatever. But yeah, so my experience overall has been fantastic, I'd say. And I've tried to not get into a bunch of like philosophical arguments and stuff, but I was genuinely curious, so I asked a lot of questions, not to one person, but just like a spread out to various people. And yeah, like I said, a lot of them seem to kind of just be along for the ride of Mormonism, and I think they genuinely believe in God, and I think most of them accept like Jesus as their savior, and then beyond that, it seems like it's kind of fuzzy for each person. I know a lot of them don't follow the rules. I would say most that I know haven't really followed the rules. And I guess you could say that for any religion, like they go, oh, you're supposed to do this, but, we're human, so we mess up. Sure. But I just thought it was like more strict generally. But some of them just outright reject some of the rules. They're just like, yeah, I know this, you're not supposed to do this, but I don't know. I think it's okay, or I'm just going to do it anyway. So yeah, that was my experience, and I found it quite interesting. Very positive overall. I would say if you are looking to meet somebody who's very close to God, not sure if you'll find it there. You might. Well, anyway, won't get too much into theology and stuff like that, but like I said, on a positive note, everybody's nice, and I hope the best for everybody in the world. So thanks for watching. Love you. God bless. If you would comment and subscribe and like, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, if you tell me what your experience was if you use it. Take care.